This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
You don't have a short attention span when Trish Stratus comes to the ring.
Woo! You ain't kidding, pal. One of my top my bucket list. I want to meet her one day. Love Trish Stratus.
She's a very much a talented woman.
All the way around. Wrestling, talk, looks. She's got the total package. She can do it all.
She I remember meeting with her in my office in Stanford when I signed her. It's funny, she obviously kept her little document, kept the pen that she signed, she used to sign it. And it was really a heartwarming, because this is a big dream of hers. Notwithstanding the fact that she was hot as hell.
Yeah.
And a field hockey player, good athlete. She worked very diligently to get good. And of course,
her work ethic.
Women like Molly Holly helped the situation, because Molly could work about twice as good as Trish at that time.
Yeah.
That may be an overstatement, but Molly was
good.
She was the rudder in the water that helped a lot of these women. The green ones, the 10s that Vince wanted me to hire. Trish was a 10 or 11, but she had a great work ethic and really wanted to get better, worked hard at doing it. I mean, she could even, like we just saw the lockup here, the lockup, collar and elbow tie up with these two women was spot on, fundamentally sound as hell.
And you said it, a few things here. First of all, her work ethic, that's what she's kind of known for, because she came in very green, but by the time her run was over, I mean, she just wrestled Charlotte a few years ago on SummerSlam. She is a superstar when it comes to women's wrestlers and what she did to help evolve women's wrestling. But you talk about Molly Holly here.
Love
WWE
her.
Hall of Famer, finally getting in, well-deserved.
Yeah, I love her. She was such a valuable addition to the women's locker room and that women's division. It's hard to equate how great she was and how much she helped everybody. But that's her. Molly has a Nora, her real name.
Yeah.
I got a real name up there.
But it's the right one, so that's good.
So that's the right one for change. She just was a sweetheart to be around. She was willing to be patient and help these greener ladies pull off a representative match, and to give them time to catch up and get to where they need to be. So, but Trish is very athletic as well, as you can see right there. She just, and see, she wasn't a great puncher, so she used forearms a lot.
Yeah.
Biggest mistake wrestlers can make is doing things that they don't execute well. And quite frankly, sometimes that's punching. It just doesn't look good.
This must be before the time of when they would change out the ring mat between matches. You're still seeing some blood left from that Dreamer match there. I just noticed as I'm watching here. Now I'm used to going to live events and see the mat changed out almost between every segment.
Yeah, it's a different life, man.
Yeah,
it's a different world we live in.
It's just it continues to see the evolvement of where we are with wrestling. Referee here is that Jack Doan?
Jack Doan.
Yes.
Who I fondly called Hatchet Head.
Hatchet Head. What's the background on that one?
I don't know. He looked like a giant in there with these women. He's like 5'9".
Oh.
Under 6 feet.
Molly there with the feet on the ropes to get the pin. Little chicanery, and the title is handed to Molly Holly, the women's champion. That match went about 3 minutes. It's hard to come back from a segment like the one we just had with Eric Bischoff. Do you feel like this was kind of a booking down type segment?
Kind of. It's a what Vince would call a let me up segment. It's hard to follow something as we are trying to do here. And Molly cheats. She's the heel. She's the champ. And she cheats to win, but she allowed Trish to have plenty of shine before they took it to the house.
And all of it's been good, but let's do something. Let's leave it in the past where it belongs. WWE, man, this is a whole new start for both of us. Think about it. Think about it. Man, I bet you were surprised as hell when you found out that I was going to be the new general manager for Raw, huh?
Surprised isn't the word I was thinking of. But if you don't mind, I got a big match coming up.
Wow. So I had to go right to that, JR. Sorry. That was Flair and Bischoff coming face to face. And if you look at, there's no hiding Flair's facial in that segment. This is just uncomfortable a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was based in reality.
Yeah. Yeah, that was real heat there. But man, they got it right out of they kicked it off and made sure those two were together right out the gate.
Yeah. Well, it was a lot of star power, and Flair had in his mind legitimate issues. And so all we're going to try to do is capitalize on the realism and the reality based elements of that rivalry. You know, Bischoff did a lot of good things for us. I had a match with him, which was horrible. I felt bad for him on that deal. I didn't do his gimmick or his character any favors, but he did break a concrete block over my head, so that was always fun.
That's entertaining side of it.
I remember Arn Anderson made my blade. It's just I got into a world that I was not accustomed to traveling in or residing in, and I don't know, I can't remember where that was. I want to say Columbus, Ohio, but I might be wrong. So Eric was, but he was good to work with. I mean, he did his karate stuff. And, you know, what the hell? I got those skills. None.
Some Oklahoma tussling maybe back in the day.
Yeah.
Were you ever in a fight ever growing up, JR? Anybody challenge you?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you hung in there, right? You gave him the old.
Well, I tried. You know, I didn't.
I feel strongly that saving money is important. You know, if it's not something we worry about now, boy, we are really going to worry about it later. And I want to help you get out of debt faster and do it with cheaper monthly payments. I'm talking to you if you're in a 30-year loan. Now is the time to take years off of your loan. We're routinely helping our listeners cut 5, 10, even 15 years off their loan. And you can do this without perfect credit with no money out of pocket. You've just got to start at savewithconrad.com.
I didn't run from fights.
The old knuckle sandwich.
Confrontations. If my dad would have found out about that, he would have really whipped my ass.
Whip your ass. Take you to the woodshed.
Yes, sir.
I love it. Well, I tell you what, though, man, you know, as a fan, and then again, this is the fan perspective. I love hearing you on commentary, but that was the type of stuff that was like, wow, this is keeping us on our toes. JR's going to wrestle here. Can't wait to see how that's going to work out.
Yeah. And the sad part about that, Paul, is that it got good ratings. The goddamn minute by minutes kill me. So I'm thinking I'll go on there and I'll be like a cow on ice and it'll be horrible. And largely it was from a mechanical standpoint. But man, the minute by minute's always upticked. So if as far as Vince is concerned and the writers and so forth, they found something that worked. People will stay tuned to see JR get his ass whipped.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at savewithconrad.com.